Hey YouTube. Today I want to come on here and talk about the power of the pen. And maybe you heard this before, but I want to talk about the power of the pen. There's so much power in now you what I'm about to say. You may look at me like I'm crazy, and you may look at me like what I'm saying is crazy, but there's so much power in an ink pen. There's so much power in the pen. There's so much. If I had an ink pen beside me, there's so much power in the pen. My brother, this makes me think of how my brother, he always say, my oldest brother, he always say that, he always say, girl, you a lover of an ink pen. You love ink pens so much. I'm gonna have to hide my ink pen. I'm gonna have to hide the ink pens from you. But yeah, there's so much power in the pen. My brother noticed about me. My oldest brother, he know that I love ink pens. Like I feel like I can't go a day without an ink pen. But there's so much power in an ink pen. There's so much power in the pen. And I'm gonna tell you why. The reason number one why there's so much power in the pen is because when you write down your goals or write down what you want to accomplish or your vision for your life, that is so powerful because you not only bringing it from up here to on a piece of paper, and it allows you to look at the possibility that that can come true, and it allows you to take it from up here to on a piece of paper, because then you will start to, like, the first reason is, I guess, you will start to like realize the power of the pen. When you write down your goals and what you want for yourself, want out of your life, you will start to realize when you write it down is that this could be my reality too. This could be my reality. Well, it is. I want to become an actress, or I want to become an author, or I want to write and publish my first book, or I want to make $1 million. This could become my reality. And because it brings it from up here to on a piece of paper, and helps you realize this could be my reality. Step two, the reason why there's so much power in the pen is because we hold a lot of stuff up here. We hold a lot of stuff and a lot of clutter and things that we forget from time to time, and writing it down helps you get it out of your brain and you can remember it that way. Because if you hold a lot of stuff up here, then it can be hard to remember what you're trying to accomplish, because the mind, it seems like, have a lot of clutter and we remember a lot of stuff. So getting it out on the paper helps you remember what you were striving for and what you're trying to accomplish. It helps you remember. Step three is some I read on the internet that I believe is true. Because I believe it's true. It was a statistic done, or on the internet, it said that you were 42% likely or 90 something likely to achieve or accomplish a goal if you write it down. And that increases your chances of, accomplishing your goal, because you can, like, by you writing it down, you can write out the steps of how to get there. Like, I need to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, and so on to get to my goal. And the next reason why there's so much power in the pen is, maybe I touched on this in the first point or whatever, but there's so much power because you bringing it from, it's like you taking it from the, how do I put it, you snatching it or taking it from the spiritual realm, or from the unseen realm. The unseen realm, you taking something that is unseen and snatching it into your reality, because it can become your reality. You making it unseen seen. Yeah, there is so much power in the pen, in writing down your goals or whatever it is. It's so much power to that stuff, because it can also help you look at, like, solutions to get there, or come up or devise a plan to get to your goal. It can help you do that. There's so much power in writing down your goals. There's so much power in the pen, and it is just so much power. I know because when I write stuff down, I notice this about me. When I write stuff down, like a to-do list or whatever, or I write stuff down, I'm more likely to get it done and get it accomplished and out the way versus just like doing it. Like I notice when I write stuff down, I I get it done quicker. Like it makes my brain think that we gotta accomplish this task. Like it makes you puts your brain in this mode of we gotta get this done. We gotta accomplish this task. It gets your brain in focus mode, power mode. There's so much power in the pen. There's so much power in the pen. And our brain can't remember every single thing. We can't keep every single thing up here. If you want to remember what you're trying to accomplish, it's best to write it down. And yeah, I may make another video about the power of the pen and touch on this subject a little bit more, but there is so much power in the pen. And there's probably even more reasons than the reasons that I listed out. And yeah, and I encourage you to write your goals down. Whether it's an ink pen, a pencil, or whatever, just write your goals down on paper and then write down the steps to get there, because there's so much power in this stuff. There's so much power in that stuff because you can see your unseen reality come to the scene. Unseen comes to the scene. Supernatural. You taking it from the supernatural. Lord, if I'm saying that right. Lord, correct me if I'm wrong, but you taking this from the supernatural, like something that you don't see, and you bringing it into the scene. What I mean by that is, say for example, you say, I want to, what's an example? I want to write a book. I want to write and publish my first book. You haven't, even though you never written a book before, and you don't see like your book being on Amazon or whatever, you not in a physical, but you taking this idea of I want to write and publish a book. You taking it from the unseen because you don't see your book on Amazon right now. You taking that from the unseen, and when you write it down, I want to write and publish my first book. When you put that on a paper and write that down, it's bringing it, and when you not only write down the goal, but you write down the steps to get there. Like step 1, I need to do this. Step 2, I need to do this. When you write down the steps, it's like, really, it makes it feel real. Like it really do, because it's bringing it from the unseen to the scene. Because now that you wrote it down, then you not only see your goal on paper, but you see how you're gonna get there. You just officially created a plan or a path to get to your goal. Like you just brought something that was not seen. You just brought something from the unseen to bringing it into your reality, the unseen to the seen. Because this is what happens when you take your goal and you write it down, and then you write the steps. You come up with a plan to get there. You carve out a plan or a way for yourself to get there on paper. You basically bringing the unseen into the scene. You making the unseen come into your reality. If that makes sense what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the power of the pen. And you have a great day, YouTube. Mwah.